The gap between elders and youth is getting wider and wider each passing day. As an elder leaves this world, great knowledge, history, and connections are lost. Time is ticking. Are you connected? The impact it had on me in the connection to my elders has been quite massive, I guess. It's put a lot of barriers up, and with a lot of modern things like the internet, you lose that kind of really close family connection you once had before. The things you hear about, like a lot of families growing up where they would be just live in like one long house, they'd be that close, and a lot of separation has happened with modern things. Like, I personally don't live on the reserve, and that's a choice that my parents made, but that's if we were still living in our traditional land, if we hadn't been almost hoaxed into like moving into towns where there's a lot of foreign things that were introduced to us, like drugs and alcohol and modern things, we would have been kind of flourishing as our own society in our own special communities.
I no longer have a knowledge holder in my family, such as a grandparent to go to, and so it's my parents know the culture and the traditions, but they're not fluent in the language, and so I have to learn where I can and when I can. And a lot of times for me, life gets in the way. Work, busy lifestyle, or just stress, and I don't take the opportunity to learn. And I find that it's a choice that I'm not making at this time to make a full commitment to connecting to my culture.
What makes me feel disconnected from my culture is drugs and alcohol and people numbing out residential school with those things. And it makes me scared to ask my grandparents to teach me my language and teach me other traditional things, because it might bring up a lot of traumatic memories for them, and I don't want them to turn to drugs and alcohol.
I'm realizing now that I haven't had that dedication or the pride to further my knowledge within that while they were here. And now that all our elders are going, it's pretty important that our youth and our generation has to step up and go and get that education that we need to know where we come from.
I also think it might be because of kind of like the modern age, because right now we're dealing with different problems other than trying to keep our culture alive.
My girl, I need you. Do not be afraid. I want to share with you our language and traditions. We can't be afraid.